Hello and welcome to this channel. Of late, I have come to realize that my other videos would be more helpful to those who have somewhat basic knowledge on MS Excel. But what about those who are completely new and they're trying their hands on it for the first time? For those people, I have tried to prepare this video as a first stepping stone to introduce them to the wonderful world of MS Excel, what it can do, and how you can make use of it in your daily life. MS Excel is part of the Microsoft Office software suite and can be used for a lot of things. It can be used for data input or maintaining a database where you can maintain a record of your transactions, statistical data, stocks, accounting information, timesheet, etc. With the database you have created, you can build in calculations to make your data even more meaningful. So you can insert formulas to perform comparisons and various mathematical calculations. You can perform analysis on the data by doing trend analysis and data crunching and make sense out of it. With the available data, you can also build powerful dashboards with tables, charts, and other analytical tools at your disposal. It is truly a one stop shop for many needs. There are multiple tools which you can use on which we have uploaded dedicated videos, or we will upload dedicated videos in the future. But for this, let's focus on the basics. Let's have a look at the user interface, what it looks like, what tools are available, what are their uses, and how you can start using MS Excel. But before jumping onto the application, I request you to please subscribe our channel so that you don't miss out any other videos and hit the like button if you like this video. So let's get cracking. Once you open the Excel application, you will see a window like this where either you can create a blank workbook or create something from the predefined templates. For this video, we will concentrate mostly on a blank workbook and work our way through. So in order to open a blank workbook, either you can just double click on this or you can single click on blank workbook and click create. So let's just double click on that. But before going through that, if you ever create a new Excel file, so you will see all of them coming in the recents. Now because I do not have any, so that's why it is coming blank, but it will get listed out over here. So let's just go ahead and create a blank workbook. Once you double click on creating a blank workbook, you will see a window like this. So this is a blank workbook that is opened in front of you. Let's just quickly go through the user interface and where you can find what tools. So this top section that you can see, this is called a ribbon. And as you can see, there are multiple ribbons lined up over here, stacked on top of each other. So the first one, home, it has got mostly all the formatting related tools. So if you do any data punching, you input any data, any text, number, and you want to format that. So say if you want to color the fonts, you want to increase or decrease this font size, you want to color any cell, you want to do basic copy and pasting, you want to merge any cells and do any kind of basic formatting, everything that will happen in this home ribbon. You can also build in some filters through that and some standard summation formulas. In the insert, you can insert various kind of objects in your workbook. So you can create a pivot table which is used for analysis purposes. You can create a new table. You can insert pictures, shapes, icons, any objects, any external file you want to insert, any charts you want to insert, or any graphical text you want to insert. So everything will happen from the insert ribbon. If you want to draw, freestyle drawing, you want to do anything, so that you can do in the draw ribbon. You want to set up the layout of the page, so that you can do from page layout. So you can change the orientation from landscape to portrait or portrait to landscape. You can set margins, define a print area that if you want to print out your reports. You can also give a background to your Excel workbook, or choose any themes that has been provided to you. All the formulas that you can use in an Excel file have been listed out in this formula ribbon, and they have been categorized in these broad categories. You can also define a cell name by going into the name manager, or you can edit them. You can see how a formula is working by using precedents or dependents, or even like you want to evaluate a formula. So all of that you can do in a formulas. If you're using an external database, so how you will interact or how your Excel file will interact with that, everything has been laid out in the data ribbon. In review, you can check any spelling errors, grammatical mistakes, or any dictionary you want to refer. So that can happen in review. You can also protect or unprotect your sheet so that no one else can make any changes except for you. In the view, you can toggle on and off how you want your sheet should look like. You can switch on and off the grid lines, you can freeze some panes, you can split the panes. Also, you can record some macros which will automate your Excel workbook. So that's what you can do with these ribbons. Now on the bottom, you will see your sheet name will come. This plus sign that you can see, you can click this to get new sheets, and you can double click or right click on any sheet and click delete, and you can delete the sheet. This is the status bar, where if you select more than one cells, it will perform some basic mathematical functions for you, like it will show you the sum, it will show you the count, it will show you the average, and other informations will be seen in the status bar. On the right hand side, you can play with the zoom if you want to decrease it or zoom in, or you want to zoom out. So all you can do from here. If you want to take it back to the default, you can click that and click 100% again over here and click OK. So it will come to default 100%. These individual letters that you are seeing, this is called a column. So we have columns from A and if you scroll to the right, you will see these are increasing, and on the right hand side you can see all these numbers, these are rows. These white area that you can see, these individual grids are called cells. So any intersection point, so that if I select this cell, so this intersection point between D and 3 is called D3. So that's how their naming are happening. So this is called C2, this is called D7, and this is called E6. We have a separate video on cell naming and cell references which you can refer to. Now if you select any particular cell, you can enter data in that. So let's type data, or let's insert a text. So we'll enter hello world. That means that you have now input this text or this data in a cell, and this has captured it. So likewise you can insert in various cells. So like you can type over here MS Excel, you can type next to that hello, my name is Gaurav, and you can enter numbers, so 12, 10, 14, likewise. You can also do some formatting to these texts or numbers. So say you want to bold them out. So you can click B and it will bold it out. If you click that again, it will remove that format. You can convert them into italics. So it has now made it into italics. If you again click that, it will remove that. If you click this underline, it will underline the word for you. And if you remove that, click that again, it will remove it. There are some other options as well. So you can also double underline your word. So that also you can do by clicking that. If you again click this, that will go away. If you want to copy this word and paste it anywhere, so click that cell. You can click this button and click copy. Now you can see that this cell has been highlighted and it is being animated. So that means that cell is copied now. You can click anywhere else and click the paste button and it will paste it for you. But you can see it's still that animation is going on. So that means you can paste it multiple times in multiple cells, right? And if you click the escape button on your keyboard, that will go away. Say you want to increase the text font size. So either you can click these two buttons. So this on the left hand side, this says increased font size. So you can increase the font size, or you can click this button that says decrease font size and you can decrease the font size. You can also change the font size according to your need by clicking this drop down menu. So there are some predefined sizes they have laid out for us, but you can also go ahead and type in your own and it will take that. You can also change the font size of this font type. So say if you want to change it to any predefined font, you can do that. So let's change it to this typewriter. So it has changed the font. You can click any other Arial, that is also very common that is used. So now it has changed it. If you double click any between the two columns, it will resize that for you to the appropriate to fill it out. So if you want, you can also change the alignment of your text by clicking the left indentation, the center, or the right. Or if say there are multiple lines in your cells, you can also align it like top, middle, or bottom. If there is like if your text is overlapping a cell and you do not want to change the cell width, you can also wrap the text. So you can just click this and it will wrap that text within that cell, although it will increase its height. You can merge two different cells. So by clicking same these cells, I want to merge it as one. So you can click merge and center and it will merge it as one. So I'll just type in a title over here. So see, by default it has taken the bottom alignment. You can change that to center or top depending upon how you want to show the data. Once if you go through these numbers, you can give it a comma. So say if you click this, so it has now converted it into an accounting cell. So if you type in 1000, so it will put in a comma in front of that. If you put in 15,000, like it will give commas in that. Conditional formatting is used if you want to format your cells depending upon a certain criteria. But I will not cover that over here because we have a separate video on that. You can check that. You can also insert tables by creating format as tables. For that also we have a separate video, you can check that. It will give you more details on that. You can insert rows or you can insert columns as well. So how you can do that? If you want to insert a row, say above 3, click row number 3, right click on that, and you can click insert. So that will insert a row on top of that. And if you want to delete it, you can right click on that row and delete that. You can also insert a row by clicking this button. So say if you want to insert a row on top of this, you can click this button and it will insert that row for you. If you want to delete that row, you can click the delete button and it will delete that for you. The same will happen if you want to insert a new column. So say you want to insert a column between B and C, you can click C and click insert. It will insert a column for you. And if you want to delete it, it will delete it for you. Thank you for watching this video. We have ended it over here because it would have become a very long video and it would have become very boring. So we have split this into two parts. So you can watch the rest of the video in part 2. Once again, thank you and see you soon.